Hello, all my little weirdos. I wanted to do a little bit of a. It's not that I'm not serious with my other videos, and of course I'm serious with the cat ones and the windowsill feeding station ones, my art ones, all of that. That is all legitimate. I mean, with the political ones, sometimes I get very passionate, intense, and I know that. I know I can be I know I am an intense person because, well, everyone tells me for decades. so, um, when when truth is put in your face, like it or not, if you have if you have critical thinking skills, kind of got to accept it. Yeah, I'm described as a lot of things. Um, but a liar, a deliberate like deceiver type of thing, that's never been me as with a description of me from anyone. Um, Other than Republican MAGAs, um, we MAGA pins. I don't know what to call them because it is the Republican Party, but there are a few that I think are going to have to the old school Republican. They're going to, now that 45 has won again, and half the country is lacking good critical thinking skills. I'm not trying to attack anybody because I know why a lot of you that voted for Trump. I know why you don't have as good of critical thinking skills as you should, um, or you're capable of. It's just first, there's two things at play here that got us to this point that I believe. Overly zealous, shove it down your throat religion, and specifically, it's Christianity. Because no other religion shoves it down your throat, makes you go, constantly exposed to their patch. Their, it's a patriarchy. Okay, I'm going to say it. And it's not because I'm a woman and I'm, just, ooh, feminism type of thing. It's the truth. Um, Specifically, white males. And more specifically, white who identify as heterosexual males. Christianity has gotten to be obnoxious. Your Bible says that your Jesus said, speak the gospel to everybody. Okay. But I don't recall ever reading in the Bible it saying, speak the gospel to everybody, and if they don't want to listen, shove it down their throat until they obey. Don't recall any of that in the Bible. And unlike most of you, I want to ask a question. All of you who consider yourself Christians, have you ever read the Bible from one end to the other? And I don't mean, oh, I've gone to church for decades. Of course, I've seen every passage of the Bible by now. No, 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 no. No, no, no. That is an all-encompassing cheating shit, okay? I asked, did you ever read the Bible from one end to the other? Yourself. Every single passage. I'll let you think about that before you give me a yes or a no. Because my answer is I've done it twice when I was in my 20s. Twice. The entire book from like Genesis 1 to the end. Both, old and new. How many of you who profess to be such incredible Christians have done so? Because I don't know how you not only believe, but teach your children, and not only try to tell other people about it, but force it into their faces when you haven't read the entire thing that you're telling everybody else to believe and listen to. How? How do you find that normal? And more importantly, for a Christian, how do you equal that out, considering it was never said to be that way in the Bible? Your Bible, your holy text that you probably have not read every single word of by yourself. Because a good Christian would have, especially if they've considered themselves a good Christian for years. That should be one of the first things you do. What am I getting into in this religion? What exactly does it believe in? If you only go and listen to what they say, they can cherry pick anything they want. And if you never read the Bible, how do you know that they're telling you the right passage? You don't. Thus, sheep. Because, and the reason you don't do this, I'm going to another point. The education system in this country, definitely the last decade, has radically gone to hell in many states. And I don't want to hear any of the trolling shit, because this is facts, okay? I don't have a team, it's just me. I'm still learning how to get things so I can show you on the screen while I'm talking. I'm sure it's not that, but when you're not super technically just naturally inclined, you have to learn. It takes a while. But the facts are, most of the dismal educational scores are from red states. Well, look at Florida. It's a red state. How many hundreds of books it's banned? Books that you learn things from. And if it offends your little snowflake things, maybe you should get a little bit of a tougher skin. I don't mean accept bullying, but for Lord's sake, a lot of the things that Republican Christians, they're very hypocritical. Their Bible teaches one thing, they repeat it, shifting some things, which changes the actual meaning. And then they go off on some psychotic little tangent for days or weeks or months. Some orange ones, years. I'm telling people to go look up and research. Brainwashing is subliminal messaging, is something of a brainwashing thing. If you see something, even if you're not like consciously picking it up, your brain's picking it up. Subliminal things, very, very, very hardly noticeable faded word like Coke go across the screen. Your consciousness doesn't pick it up, but your subconscious did. Okay, it's kind of the same thing as brainwashing, except brainwashing is you do it over and over, where you say the exact same wording, the exact phrase, just like you do the Lord's Prayer. And the more you say something, the more people hear it. So even if it's just one person saying it for like a week or two, eventually one or two other people start saying, and then we hear it all over the place. It's because it's just one or two of you saying it over and over like a freaking broken record player. Ooh. Need to get some more.